In this video, we'll take a quick look at the ELM server properties and how to make changes to the configuration, licensing, data retention policy, and other things. Let's get started. Similar to previous versions of ELM which utilize the MMC console, in the new management console we'll right-click on the ELM server and choose Edit. If we selected the document option at the top, we could view the server properties but not make changes. Edit will open a new document showing all of the ELM server properties, starting with listening ports, connection alias options for the ELM server, the ability to auto-add agents that are set up to send data to the ELM server, typically with syslog or SNMP, and the option to turn off event data dynamically streaming into event views. We also have options here to automatically trust data forwarded from other ELM servers which are listed. Another new feature introduced in ELM 8.0 is the ability for one server, a parent or a main, to update the binaries and configuration of other servers or child servers to keep them all in sync and on the same version. Here you can see there is also the option to accept data from legacy ELM servers, those running previous versions of ELM, for example 6.7 or 7.5. Next we have the licensing information for the ELM server. Here you can see the options for web activation or activation by a key file if you are in an airlocked or closed network. We'll go ahead and activate this evaluation version by entering the serial number from our end user license agreement and hitting web activation. Now that it's an activated license, you can see the license counts available changed from what was included in the eval to what we purchased. Below the licensing table, we see the advanced options which include auto activation and the ability to apply multiple licenses or stack licenses on the ELM server. This typically only applies to some of our larger customers running ELM in a data center to monitor multiple remote sites. Below, we can review the database retention settings for how many days of events, performance, and SNMP we want to keep in the primary database, and then the option to set up archiving for this data and what filters to use for only archiving select data. Next we have the pruning schedule for moving data out of the primary database, and finally advanced options where we can change the number of backups to keep, backup location, and database maintenance. If any changes were made here, we must click apply before they will be made. We'll go ahead and do that now since we activated this license. That's it for server properties in the new ELM version 8.0. We'll see you next time.